Looks like Harry Houdini and Scott Wire are the ones that won it. All right, one card on the bottom for Derek. Yeah, they didn't want it enough. Flooded Strand for Hank. Hank's been up against some stompy decks on today's stream. This is another one. Down to 19. I'll put life totals on the overlay down below because it may be a little bit difficult to see with the overhead lamp reflecting on the phone.
Yep.
And here's a ponder for Hank. What if you played Cascade, but every time you cascaded, you played Every Time We Touch by Cascada? You know what? That might be something that makes Chris Benucci in 1990-something very happy, but not right now. It just doesn't feel current, you know? All right, there's a basic swamp. There's a Chrome Mox. And to the live chat, and those of you watching this later, I'm covering some competitive legacy events coming up. What decks should I put on camera? What decks do we want to watch in January, February 2023? 2024. Don't tell me what you want in 2023. I'm talking about now. All right, here's Dorothy Voidwalker. Ooh, what is that card? Oh, I think that's the common initiative creature underneath Chromox. I don't know what it's called, but I think it's a 9th mono black initiative creature in Derek's deck.
Let's have a keep draw.
Monka says anything funky. Krinky says hammer. Tier 2 sub Iwender says infect and Jeskai. Wow. Thoughtseize on the stack. High Train Conductor Harry wants bug, though. All right, here's a brainstorm for Hank.
Sure, that's right.
Cat Party, thank you for the sub with Prime. Appreciate that. Thank you, Cat Party. What's up, Cat Party? Manifold key decks. If I see any, I definitely will try to get them on camera. We don't see those at all. Double Force, Daze, Trop, Wasteland, Polluted Delta. So probably just taking a Force of Will here.
I'm going to take Daze.
Okay, goes for Daze, actually. Fair enough.
Yep.
Land for turn Lake of the Dead.
Lake of the Dead. Dorothy Voidwalker to start. Okay, I think there's 4 black floating then, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I see.
I floated the swamp, and then and then I played two cast Thoughtseize and played Lake of the Dead as my land for the turn.
You're at 3, and I'm at 4.
I'm at 5.
Oh no, wait. We're just making regular black mana. Okay, so this is there's no mana floating. My bad. There's no mana floating.
I'm thinking I'm playing about it.
No worries.
I put it back in my hand, but I was here.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, yeah, potentially
I forgot how Lake of the Dead works for a second. All right, so Wasteland takes out Lake of the Dead, so we don't even have to know how it works anymore. Wasteland goes under Voidwalker, pass the turn. Just a Chromox on Derek's side.
Duress you?
Duress. Okay.
Okay.
Brainstorm in response to Duress.
someone doing something very similar, but not Shadow, because he played 2 basics and I used you could just do scam shenanigans.
We received.
All right, so a Force of Will gets taken. Can't take Leovold. So all those cards are trapped under a void counter, by the way. Leovold, Force of Will, Scalding Tarn, Polluted Delta. Other cards in hand for Hank.
I'll pass.
Cards? One.
I have one.
Okay. Draw.
Yep. Sure.
Murderous Cut on Voidwalker. Murderous Cut would not get exiled because the Voidwalker would be dead.
They stay with the void counter. So. Yeah.
It's cold.
It is.
Yeah, I just
It's hot.
Yeah, and then they overlap. And still correct.
3 cards in hand, right?
I'm going to play you too.
All right, so no creatures on the board for Derek. Plays a land, passes the turn. Hank is managed to stabilize early in the game, I would say. Derek's deck does have initiative creatures, so that could be a way that this game could slip away for Hank. Passageway Seer, Ravenloft Adventurer. And again, there's a black creature imprinted on Chromox right now that I believe is the 9th initiative creature in the deck that I can't remember what it's called. Leovold getting cast. Derek just plays a land, passes the turn. Leovold will protect Hank from some Bowmastery stuff, I guess.
15. Murktide, yep.
Murktide Regent. Looks like it will be a 4/4? 5/5 Murktide.
Edict make you sack a non-token creature.
Shieldred's Edict.
There's one.
Pass.
Few days.
I'm at 10.
Murktide getting some attacks in.
Shelly.
Shieldred the Apocalypse.
Pass. I go 9.
End of turn Bowmaster for Hank. Puts Derek down to 9. Shieldred's a little bit hard to beat.
13.
The Bowmaster and its Orc Army friend can chump block, though, while Murktide flies over for victory.
Racer.
Yeah, it looks like a promo pack Shieldred. We were talking about that a bit on an earlier round on today's stream. Little bit of Shieldred bling, I would say. Hank is at 12, attacking with Murktide. That puts Derek down to 4, but Derek will gain 2 life now from Shieldred. So can survive another hit from Murktide, but the question will be, Do you attack? Because then, yeah. All right, here's a Bowmaster, and that might be enough to win the game for Hank now. One card in Derek's hand, it would have to be something amazing.
Sure.
Hank just has to attack with his Murktide, but okay, attacking with everybody.
Declare blocks. Yeah, you got me.
Casey Greger says, am I crazy, or did promo pack cards start off being cheaper than other printings and now they have gone up? I don't know. I actually have no idea. I'm not the biggest tracker of MTG Finance stuff. The only thing I keep track of is like when cards in my collection become relevant in Commander and then they become worth like $10 when they were 50 cents. And then I make sure I get rid of them. That's really it. Opposition Agent, Stealthy Voidwalker. And I try to buy cards right after they've been reprinted. That's really it. That's really my whole MTG Finance philosophy right there.
Yep, you got it.
Yeah, dump the Commander crap, get duels. That's my MTG Finance advice of the day. And I have no idea what I'm talking about, so don't listen to me. This is not financial advice channel. Force of Will on Voidwalker. Hank not liking Voidwalker. Could potentially shut down Murktide. And Murderous Cut. Force pitching Brainstorm. We know Derek can potentially follow up with some nasty creatures. Let's see what Derek has. Ooh, no land drop pass. Hank fetching here. Have to be careful fetching against Derek. Some of us have learned the hard way. We'll get you.
Surgical extraction targeting Force of Will.
Surgical on Force of Will in response to Misty getting cracked. Okay. Hank's hand gets revealed. A Force of Will was in there, so that's unfortunate for Hank. Lorien revealed, Mystic Sanctuary, Witherbloom Command, and Orcish Bowmaster. I'll get the text for Witherbloom Command up on the screen since some of you don't know what that does.
Oh yeah, why am I shuffling? You're gonna search anyway. Let me just write this down. You can search, so I'm just gonna write that down.
Pokimoki in the chat says, Command is one of the big reasons to be bug. Really good in Legacy. Yeah, Witherbloom Command maybe was slept on by Legacy players for a while.
And then, yeah, go for it. So yeah, my turn.
You're in the play game. Best of luck. Good luck.
Chop is in your hand, though, yeah.
Tap.
I paid with black, yeah. I'm at 20, you're at 18. Draw? Yep.
Destroy.
Going after Chromox. Pretty good.
26 minutes. Yeah, we have tons of time.
Turning Misty to hand. Milled Wasteland, Murktide, Veil of Summer. Veil of Summer pretty good.
I'll pass. Yep.
Veil of Summer could potentially be something that Mystic Sanctuary digs up later. But it could also be Witherbloom Command. Brainstorm.
It's gonna be.
Usually I see Derek firing off Op Agents and Bowmasters against these decks, but seems to just not have much going on in this game. 3 cards in hand, it looks like. Just not much happening. There's a Up the Beanstalk for Hank now, which we know is a powerful card. Mastro is saying game is over already. I don't know about that, but Hank is stabilized and looking to get a threat on the board.
Go.
So Derek finds a second land, which is a start, but doesn't really have anything else going on.
Yep.
All right, a ponder for Hank. No Bowmaster in response. Looked like a daze was pulled to the front. Could be a way to punish Derek's missed land drops. Wasteland, not going to be exciting, but if Derek dares play a third land and it's a non-basic, could be trouble. End step Bowmaster.
I'll push it.
Fatal pushing it is Derek. That'll resolve. Derek will still take a damage. Orc army will be created. Amass 1.
Take 2 to. Oh, before damage. Sorry. With the blindfold. Bowmaster. Okay. So Bowmaster hits me to 17, and so then it takes 3 damage. 14 to 17. Yep.
Sure. Well, that's fine.
Lorian revealed on top.
Dark Ritual? Yep. Sure. Off agent?
Opposition agent. This daze could be pretty good. Return Mystic Sanctuary. Ouch.
I'm gonna name Carrier.
Naming carrier. Phyrexian Plague Engineer comes in. It is a carrier.
I have 3.
I'm gonna name Orc. And then I pass.
Okay, naming Orc with Plague Engineer. The Orc army dies.
What's that now?
I'm tapped. I have no cards in hand either. Morian? Yeah, that's fine. Yep.
I'm holding an exile 1. Makes sense. Do you need to search it all?
Lorian revealed.
Search its owner's library. It doesn't say my. It doesn't say my, so you just have to shuffle. Shuffle those moles back in.
Go for it.
Well, Derek has mana. Hank has double wasteland. Is Hank just gonna fire off double wasteland? Is that worth it? Mystic Sanctuary is in hand. Did it make sense to deploy these 2 non-basics? Oh my goodness, my camera's gonna shut off again.
Draw?
Yep.
That's it. Yep.
Yep. 10 all.
Using a slightly different setup today, and my camera keeps overheating. Just something I'm gonna have to deal with today. Should be on again shortly.
Yep.
It looked like Derek flashed a Bowmaster for a moment there. I'm back. Lorian revealed. Oh, I guess not. I guess that wasn't a Bowmaster. Didn't see what that was. Drew off Beanstalk. Drew 3 cards. Hank with plenty of cards. Derek with not many cards.
Coffee.
I will second out to the creature. Choose your worst. Alright, so this is how much right now?
6.
Another Daze. Voidwalker countered.
Leo's fine.
3 to 7.
Leovold is fine.
Bitter Blossom?
Bitter Blossom. It's unlikely to resolve, is my guess. Oh, it does resolve. Okay.
Sure. I'm not gonna say anything.
Sure. 2 to 7. For you.
Mystic Sanctuary again. This time putting what on top? With a Bloom Command. Pretty good. Now an attack for 5, it looks like, is possible.
I was playing some Scam, and Scam felt great. It felt a little more grindy than I wanted
I take
it to,
5
and a little
and
slower, and I thought early pressure instead of like the 3-mana Sarge Ransom shit that we did. So I literally just cut lands. That's the dumb shit.
Seems sweet,
I'm
yeah.
playing 14 lands.
14 land, 4 troll.
And it's decent too.
Is one released, including in that 14 land?
I know. So I found these sketchy.
So you're doing before damage?
No worries.
Sure, so
Just the
then,
trolls. That's crazy. I thought it was crazy. I did like it.
Okay, apparently that Bowmaster was before damage, which I don't know. I guess they're in agreement on that. Looked a little late, but whatever.
Have you seen the people doing like Dover with I forgot?
No.
It's unlikely to. Unlikely to matter. So Derek was able to make a fairy, but is facing down a lot of power on board. A 2/2 Orc army, 2 Bowmasters, and a Leovold. There's Witherbloom Command.
Totally different deck.
Yeah, a lot of different.
Still playing Fair Magic with Brainstorm.
Yeah, I can't not play a blue deck.
Luna draws are so good with the deck, you know.
Yeah,
3 for
it's
5.
also
7.
like
I go 2.
so much of a different like ebbs and flows in the game, right? Because like in Control, I'm starting the game off on the like worst point, right?
Derek found a land, but that's it. That is the game. That is the match.